Hello everyone, and oh man, I love spicy food. Welcome back to Let's Play Plants vs. Zombies. I'm your host, FuzzBuzz00. So let us continue with this adventure. I forgot the Almanac entries again. We'll do it at the end. Anyways, what do you need? Oh right, the shop. So, between the last video and now, I did the puzzles and just grinded until I got $10,000. So now I could buy these lily pads. Yep, lily pads. Let's buy it, and leaves us with $10 left, just enough to pay the rent. Anyways, so now you got the cattails. Wow, how many times did I say I was buying the lily pads? Basically, it requires a lily pad. It transforms the lily pad into one of these, just like this transforms a repeater. Like basically it requires something else, but it's something that you're gonna have anyways, so might as well have it. So we got our sunshroom, these things. Lantern. And there's something really good about these, I'll tell you in a second. But until then, let's see, lantern, squash. In fact, these are gonna be like my main source of weaponry here. I don't remember how fast they recharge though. Oh, and I want to shoot show the star fruit too. This is level 1. Well, we'll see how many waves of zombies we gotta get through. And oh shoot, digger zombies. What was that we needed for digger zombies? Squash is actually really useful against the digger zombies. And the jalapeno. That ought to do it. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Look how far the fog has come. I can't even see where I'm planting these things. So those lily pads, or those cattails, don't charge very fast. But that's okay. We have starfruit to compensate for it. So yeah, I really like spicy food. I just ate lunch right now. Today is Thursday. It was about 2:30 and I was... God, I can't tell. Oh, I guessed right. Okay. It is Thursday, about 2:15, and I was eating lunch while watching NCS's LP of Final Fantasy IV, which is actually pretty cool because, I mean, I can understand the appeal of the Final Fantasy games. It's just, what about it? It's just, I'm not very into the whole grinding thing. Shoot, there are no plants there. Yeah, I'm not in the whole, like, you know, you have to consistently just walk around the overworld looking for enemies to fight. Because, you know, you have to gain levels and stuff like that. Like, that's just not like, I don't like playing like that. I like playing where, you know, it requires a decent amount of skill, you know. Not to say that like those games are bad or anything. For what they advertise, most of them do a pretty good job, especially the Final Fantasy series. In fact, I actually liked playing Final Fantasy VI, but that's just because the story was just so. The story was so... what am I trying to say? It was so something. My planter's gonna get eaten unless I do this! Ah, jerk! Dang it, I shouldn't have planted in that last row. Bad idea. But yeah, I'm not into the whole like leveling up. I like it better when whether or not you progress in the game depends on a certain level of skill that you have. That's what I'd like. So I'm gonna plant these lily pads right here just to prepare for our cattails. Because I do want to show them. So you can see the starfruit shooting the 5 directions that his star bits are pointing. So I haven't really gotten it down to science, but if you want to attack rows that are 2 above or 2 below your star fruit, you use that's where you want to put your star fruit. Let's use the cattail. So you can see here, this cattail is attacking the zombie that's closest to the end of your lawn, and that's really good because he attacks. You know, he basically, I'm gonna say it's a he. He basically is aware where you would not be. You know, you might be focusing on like a particularly dangerous zombie, when really the more dangerous zombie is the one that's, you know, right next to your sun shrooms or whatever. And that would probably be the more dangerous zombie, but you're not aware of that because you're focusing on, like, you know, a zombie with a bucket head or something like that. But the downside to this thing is that, you know, it's no longer a lily pad. You can't plant anything on top of it. Like, I don't think you can even plant a pumpkin around it. What's a pumpkin? Well, we'll get to that later. Keep spamming the mushrooms, man. Keep spamming them. Alright, we got another cattail here. So once you get, like, you know, 3 or 4 of these, you pretty much got your defenses set. And you can see how fast, how quickly I broke them out. It's like only halfway into the level. So in any level that has more than one huge wave of zombies, quote unquote, like a couple of cattails is more than enough. The only problem, of course, is that, you know, you need to be in a water level, a level of the pool. Okay. Keep spamming those mushrooms, man. What are you doing? We almost got our next cattail up. But yeah, I just ate lunch, and I would describe what it is I ate, except for the fact that I don't know how to describe it in English. It is, what is it? I can't even describe it in my own language. I know what it is. It's like potatoes meat with eggplant, and this eggplant is one that we grew in our own backyard, so it's even more delicious, you know. Great, missed a little pad. Yeah, I'm drinking water intermittently right now because, you know, I just ate a bunch of spicy food, so you can hear me sniffling and just random pauses in my speech after which I go, ugh, because that's the sound I make after I drink water. Like that. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right now. There's midterms on Wednesday. Since I took both of them, it means that, like, you know, those classes won't have any serious activity for quite some time. Man, look at these things just decimating that zombie. Yeah, focused fire. I mean, it's the equivalent of having, like, if you think about, like, how rapidly they shoot, it's like having, like, a Gatling pea. Not even, like, a Gatling pea still has pauses. This thing just consistently shoots. It's like having 4 Gatling peas in every row. The only problem is that, like, it only attacks one zombie at a time, but still, it takes these zombies out like no tomorrow. Like, pretty much I could just leave it alone and just talk right now. Just pick up the money and stuff. Let's have another one. I'm surprised we haven't had any digger zombies yet. Where are they? And there he is. Let's see if the squash will get him. No. I'd like to see if the jalapeno gets him underground, but I'd rather not check that out. So I'll just... It's a good thing he pauses a little bit before he starts eating plants. That's weird. There's only one of them. Oh, right. The star fruit also help with the miner zombies, because they shoot backwards. I should have paid attention to that. And there goes the planter. Oh, pumpkin! All right. And this is a really good plant right here, because it protects plants that are within its shell. Basically, let me take another sip. Gosh, I mean, there's other beverages that are more delicious, but nothing refreshes quite like water. Anyway, it protects plants that are within the shell. This thing's like a walnut, except it doesn't take up a space, so you can plant another plant inside of it. And that's really useful right there. Oh, what the hell. Man. Okay. See this guy jumping up and down. He's obviously like the most noticeable zombie on this what is this? The back road right now. You can see he's got the mohawk and the goatee like some sort of biker zombie or something like that. But he's on a pogo stick, so not sure I understand. He's got a tattoo as well on his right arm. I can't remember how to deal with him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pumpkin to protect my planterns. You know what? Hold on. I got to do a benchmark right now. Alright, back to business. Yeah, I had to do a benchmark because my nose was running and, yeah, I needed to blow it. Anyways, so we got our planterns, pumpkins. You know what? I'm gonna put the sunshrooms and puff shrooms there first, just so that, yeah, you know what I mean. Lily pads, cattails, and, what else are we gonna need? Hypnoshroom's not gonna work now. I wonder if this will work. Not entirely sure. Squash and the jalapeno. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's start this up. Sunshrooms, puff shrooms. Oh, yeah. So it's potatoes, meat, and eggplant. Had it with some rice and some dal. I think it's lentils. So yeah, it was really delicious, and it's like my favorite kind of dal too. It's a really thick kind. Like there's varying types. There's one that's like, there's a type that's sour and it's like really like liquid. Like you're supposed to put it over your rice and mix it up with it just to give it some like texture other than, you know, what plain white rice tastes like. But you know, there's some that are, it's like lemony, but this one like is just really thick and salty, and I really like it like that. Probably not very healthy, but then again, I don't really care. So yeah, there you have it. So we need to get this fog out of the way. So how are we going to do that, ladies and gentlemen? Well, once I get enough sun here. There we go. Alright, so we gotta dig up whatever was there, put a lantern, and that's how you get rid of the fog, if you didn't already know. But that lantern's awfully vulnerable, isn't he? You know, even this little puff shroom, you know, the little mushroom that could, he's not gonna be able to save the lantern. So what are we going to do? Well, we're just gonna wait for more sun. That's what we're gonna do. And in the meantime, plant some more puff shrooms. In fact, put that other planter right there. Hopefully this planter won't die before I have a chance to... Oh! It's about that time. Put a pumpkin around this guy. So just, basically just... Oh boy. That's a problem. Okay, so you see this pogo stick zombie just jumps over the zombies. I want to see if he... There we go. The squash can still get him, though. I was worried for a second that he might not. But even if the squash zombie doesn't get him, I just use a jalapeno on that. I know the jalapeno for a fact does kill the pogo zombie. But before we have to resort to that a lot, let's get some... Well, I'm not going to be able to use the cattails this round. There's only one flag. Well, maybe I'll get one. That'll be more than enough, by far. For sure. Just because these stupid sunshrooms don't grow fast enough. It's crazy, man. And again, I'm doing just fine. It's just I'm not being like very varied in my gameplay sense, and I know I said before that you can pretty much do whatever you want, use whatever plants you want, but this is kind of like how I do this LP. Oh, okay, so I lied before when I said that this thing consistently shoots. It just seemed like it was. So it shoots like a repeater, but it's like having a repeater in every row. And now we have 2 repeaters in every row, so the equivalent of a Gatling pea. Hopefully they can take care of this guy. Let's find out. See, now they'll start attacking him because he's... Oh, what? What? You useless plants. Alright, well, at least you had the squash for that. And you know what? I'm getting impatient, so why don't we just... Boom! Yeah, the pumpkin disintegrates much like the walnut does. Like it like starts to break down. Now this is what I like to see. I've been waiting for this guy. Oh man. The magnet shroom removes helmets and other metal objects from zombies. And you can imagine how useful this must be. Those buckethead zombies just immediately reduces them to a normal zombie. Those football zombies reduces them to less than a normal zombie, I believe. You know, screen door zombies, but I'm getting ahead of myself because that's the end of this video, I believe. Just finished part 8. Yeah, Almanac entries. Almost forgot. What do we got? Plants. Jalapeno. Jalapeno says, he's not going to explode. Not this time. Oh, but soon. Oh, so soon. It's close. He knows it. He can feel it. His whole life's been leading up to this moment. It reminds me... This picture reminds me of me when I took like an energy drink. Spikeweed. Hockey is Spikeweed's obsession. He's got box season tickets. He keeps close track of his favorite players, and he consistently cleans up in the office hockey pool. Just one problem. He's terrified of pucks. Ah, that's a shame. Torchwood. Everybody likes and respects Torchwood. They like him for his integrity, for his steadfast friendship, for his ability to greatly maximize P damage. But Torchwood has a secret. He can't read. He's like Honest Abe. On fire! Actually, when Honest Abe could read. He's like... Well... He's like Muhammad on fire. Or I should say it the way it is. Muhammad. Peace be upon him. On fire. Well, that was a terrible, terrible analogy to make. Wow. Maybe I should cut that out. People wonder if there's a rivalry between Walnut and Tallnut. Tallnut laughs a rich baritone laugh. How could there be anything between us? We are brothers. If you knew what Walnut has done for me. Tallnut's voice trails off and he smiles knowingly. This guy smiles? He's got like, you know, 6 chins. Anyways, just to make this video a little bit longer, I want to show you, like, if you remember, I got most of my money from the base breaker and the zombie 1 levels, but the thing is that it doesn't give the same amount of money the second time around. I could show you. I'm just gonna just open them all up and just show you how it works. Yeah. So after that you get the money back, and it only gives you, you know, $100 this time. So you can imagine how many times I have to do these puzzles. So then after a while I decided, well, maybe zombie gives me a little bit more. But the problem with it does, but the problem with zombies is that you have to, like, talk to Crazy Dave all the time. But yeah, pretty much. You know, you can just do this. I can't believe I'm showing this again, but it's kind of necessary, I guess, just to show you kind of what I had to go through. After a while, I just start planning football zombies, And this is actually where it comes in handy to plant them behind, like, the line somewhat. Because basically, all that it is that... What am I saying? Yeah, the football zombies just go a lot faster, and you have so much sun to spare that it's insane. I'm just gonna put this guy right there. He's probably gonna get to the brains before the regular zombie does. So in this one, you get the 410, so you get 40, and then once that zombie eats this one, you get 250 more. So it's a little bit more time on this minigame, but you get a lot more money. So, I mean, it's still better than playing slot machine. I mean, if you want to get money. Playing slot machines is a lot more fun, though. Anyways, this, what do I want to buy next? I guess I want to buy these extra seed slots next. Even though I don't really use that many seeds. At least not until the roof levels. Well, I just spoiled the next section, so whatever. Survival. Play more adventure mode. Yeah, you can't go through survival until you've beaten the game, I think. Gosh, why do I keep, like, extending the length of this episode? Tune in next time, guys, and we will finish off World 4.